Alright, this is test video on a Pentax K50 camera. There's some freeway noise and some airport noise in the background. You should also be able to hear birds chirping. This one does not have an external microphone, so what you've got to do is use the built-in microphone. And you can see it doesn't focus by itself. You've got to manually focus it. So it'll set the focus once when you turn it on, and then after that you have to use the automatic focus. So if I wanted to go over here and look at these plants, I'd have to spin the focus knob. It's early in the morning. That's the sun rising there. Figure this will give us a variety of lighting conditions. And if you walk around with your hand on the focus knob, you can kind of keep it in focus. I think that's the biggest detraction thing that people don't like about this camera is it doesn't autofocus. But the thing is, if it did autofocus, the autofocus is so loud that it would be annoying. Trying to zoom in on that bird. So I'm doing this in one continuous shot, and I'm not going to put it through any kind of editing program. That way you will know exactly what the raw video looks like. So now I'm going to zoom in on that dark space back there. See how it does with that. And this is all handheld. I'm just walking around holding the camera. It does have anti-shake built into it. Let's zoom in on those garbage cans. So let's go look at the birds. So I'd say it does pretty well transitioning from shady to sunny. So that was pretty shady. Now we're going to go out in the sun here. Look at these weird looking birds. And that is pretty far away. I'm using a 50 by 200 Pentax K series lens. Now you should hear a siren in the distance. I'm going to run. Let's see how running with the camera works down a hill. Obviously, anti-shake has its limits. Hey, little guys. Let's see if we can see that guy's feet. These are the birds with the weird feet. And as I follow him around, this wouldn't be so bad if you had a smaller lens on it, like an 18 by 55. But you have to keep rolling the focus wheel to keep what you want in focus in focus. And there's a viewfinder on the back that I'm looking at while I do this. So with this guy coming towards me, I'm having to constantly adjust my focus myself. Look at your weird feet. Alright, let's see what else. I'm going to get you, bird. Let's go over here and look at some water, see what water looks like. And this is the 1080p at 60 frames a second. It also says it shoots 720p at, so this is 1080p at 30 frames a second, and it also shoots 720p at 60. And if we look at some water, there's the beautiful sunrise on the water shot right there. Let's see. None of these birds want to fly. Unfortunately, I can't show you an action shot. But if I move the camera quickly amongst these birds, maybe you can see how it tracks. Lazy birds, get up and fly. And then looking the other way, if we look over at the playground in full sun, now that the sun is up, that's what you get. So I hope that helped. I couldn't find a video like this when I was buying the camera, so this way at least you know you got to run the focus. And the video is this good. So if I zoom across the lake into the... Oh, there's some flying birds. If I zoom across the lake into the darkness, focus it, it looks like that. So decent, light and dark. Quality's pretty good. You just have to do some manual work when you focus.